Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Diary of a Lawyer. Now, Egypt, Ethiopia to reach an agreement within 4 months after a long dispute over Africa's largest dam. Egypt is hosting a summit about the Sudan conflict, which include leaders of Ethiopia, South Sudan, Chad, Eritrea, Central African Republic, and Libya. Now, after years of failed talks, Ethiopia and Egypt said Thursday that they aim to finalize within 4 months an agreement on the operation of Africa's largest dam, which is an apparent breakthrough in a dispute that Cairo has described as an existential threat, an issue that has been going on for months. Now, the joint statement on expedited negotiations issued by Ethiopia's government came after Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed discussed the dam with Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on the sidelines of a regional meeting about the conflict in neighboring Sudan. Sudan is a third party to the talks about the 4.6 billion grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam on Ethiopia's stretch of the Blue Nile, which is located just 10 kilometers, around 6 miles from the Sudanese border. Now, Egypt depends on the Nile River to supply its booming population of 100 million with fresh water, while Ethiopia says the dam helps to pull millions of its 110 million citizens out of poverty. The tensions rose as the dam's reservoir began to be filled annually in the past few years. The new statement does not describe the foreseen agreement as a legally binding one, which Egypt and Sudan have sought. It also doesn't say whether the talks will be under the auspices of the African Union, which Ethiopia has preferred. The United States has been among a variety of mediators in the past in this issue. Now, in a separate statement, the president of the African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mahamat, commended the Ethiopian and Egyptian leaders for their joint decision to reinitiate the negotiations on the dam. Now, the key questions in the talks have been how the countries will resolve any future disputes around the dam and how much water Ethiopia will release downstream if a multi-year drought occurs. Now, this is clearly an issue of concern for both countries, in particular Egypt. Just for context, the Nile its source starts in Uganda, then goes through Sudan, um, and then with a branch in Ethiopia, and then ends in Egypt in the Mediterranean. Obviously, Egypt being a desert country relies on the Nile, but so do other countries and associated ecosystems such as Lake Victoria and other associated lakes in the region. It's welcome to see that diplomacy seems to be taking root among the uh, brotherhood countries in the region, and hopefully a solution will be found to make sure that both parties are satisfied with how they rely on the Nile without hindering each other's survival and interest. And so, there we shall leave it on this episode of the Diary of a Lawyer. Thanks for listening and speak again. Thank you. Bye.